I am Mitanaya, and today is Tuesday, and the date is 7th of December. And I will tell about different worship today. And we obey some worship um, in different occasion. And I will tell about this worship, different worship. and and there is some people who like to do worship very much, and who like it very much, and who do worship, and especially all priest do worship every month. Means they especially they earn money. They earn money. Most of the people earn money to do worship, and it's really very good work. And everybody, I think everybody like to do worship, and we get lots of worship in different time. And I also like to do worship sometime, and my mother also like to do worship more. And everybody means there is everybody has throne in their home, in their house. Means we can see a throne in any office, or in any home. Um, and and we can see different gods also in this throne. And I also have a throne in my home, and then my mother decorate this throne with different flowers, with different things during worship. Um, and and there is lots of gods, like Lord Ganesh, Lord Shiv, Lord Durga, Lord Kali, different types of my mother like to do worship to all god. And sometime I also do worship instead my mom, instead my mother. When I wish to do it. Means it's depend on my mood. Means sometime it's rare, but still I also do it. I like to do it. When I do worship, then at first I decorate the throne with lots of flowers, lots of marigold, then no tulip, no marigold, lotus, then um, these types of flower. And I also sometime I also make garlands of a flower, and its look and its look really very beautiful. Means I decorate, my mother can decorate the throne very beautifully than me, but I try to do it. And my mother also, sometime my mother, when she forget to buy any garland, then she make garland by herself, and use it, and she decorate throne. And there is lots of god in my throne. Minimum 10, no 9, 8 or 9 god I have in my throne. And my mother do worship very carefully, and very means with lots of care, with lots of emotion. Means my mother believe in god, and then she believe in god. And so that's why she also like to listen devotional songs also during this time. Means she love most to do worship. And then she every day at morning, at first she take shower earlier, and then he start to do worship. And after doing worship, she like to do everything. Means she cook. Means she after doing worship, she do a whole household work. Means it's a worshipping is her primary work at morning. And then she like most. um and 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 I also saw it that my mother do worship very happily. It's her good, means uh, it's her favorite work, so that's why that's why she do it with lots of love. um, and and otherwise we get lots of worship in every day, means every day means every month you can say, or different time, like we get the worship of Lord Saraswati, Ma Saraswati. Hmm. And this time I enjoy a lot with my all friends, with my neighbors, and this puja happen, means this worship happen in my locality. And I can see how a priest worship this god. And there is lots of process of worshipping, means one priest can tell you that how you can worship to all god, means um, we in simple people, normal people worship god every day same, um, in same process, but there is some different process, different mantra, which is called mantra for worshipping god. And different process, there is different process of worshipping. And then I also like to see it. And this Saraswati puja and Saraswati worship happen in my locality. So sometime I stay present, and I watch whole worship, to sit one place, and I enjoy it also, because when I sit in front of this god, then I feel very happy. And I my some friend my some friend also give me some company, means I can enjoy, and I can see also, and I enjoy this moment very much. And priest, and there is lots of rules and lots of rules to worship. um, and and every year during Saraswati worship, I give anjali, and it's my priority work, means sorry, primary work, and it's and every year I give anjali. So that's why I stay fasting during this time. And if you want to give worship, then you have to stay fasting. Without fast you cannot do worship, means you cannot not, you can do it, but it's not holy. If you do worship with if you have a holy mind, then you can do worship to eat other. But everybody tell that everybody should do worship without eating. um, um, it's eternal, sorry, it's external thoughts of everyone. um, and so that's why every year during this worship I stay fasting. And at first I stay present for giving anjali. And for giving anjali I could see whole worship, how a priest tell all mantra, and how he worship, how he do everything. I see everything. And after that, after giving anjali, a priest gives us some water, holy water, to us. And then priest then the priest give us some offer, give some offer, because we stay fasting from morning, so that's why um, give prasad. After that, um, we give some money to the priest, like 10 rupees or 15 rupees, sorry, 10 rupees or 11 rupees or 20 rupees or 21 rupees we give to the priest. And every year I do it. And so after that I come back at home, and I eat any food. And my mother, during this day, everybody, most of the people arrange of worship, means do worship in their home to call a priest very bigly. But my mother, I used to see that my mother don't call any priest for doing worship. My mother do worship by herself, and like another day. But during this day my mother gave me some special bhog. Special bhog means she gave some card, she gave sweets, she gave more flowers to the god. And then after that she do um, um, she do worship. And during this day we'll eat veg. It's must. And even this Saraswati puja, I do this puja with holy mind, means with very with lots of love. So that's why I cannot during this day cannot eat non-veg. I prefer to eat veg. um, so like that I spent this day. And I also stay fasting during Ashtami, of Durga worship. And this is this worship is really very big worship, because this worship happen for 8 days or 10 days, means it's big puja to all, especially Bangali. But everybody celebrate this day. People of every religion like to celebrate this day, this worship. But actually it's a main puja, means of Bangali. But everybody enjoy also. And this it has long process to do worship of Lord Durga. And um, and this Durga Puja, I celebrate this puja with my all. This worship, I celebrate with my family members, friends, with everyone very beautifully. And during Ashtami, every year I stay fasting, and give worship. Means I don't give worship, I just give Anjali. The way of priest, means which way our priest show us in this, through this way we do worship. Main work, priest do main work. And it's not so easy to do Durga worship, because it's long process. And who do worship of Lord Durga, she or he has to stay fasting for a long time. So that's why it's not so easy. And because when I stay, I don't stay fasting for long time, but I stay fasting for 1 hour or 2 hour. Then I could understand that it's very difficult. And I cannot stay fast. Means I cannot stay without eating. So that's why, after giving Anjali, when our priest give us some offer, means give us some prasad for eating, then I feel really very happy. Means after eating this I break my fasting. Every year I do it. And And there is lots of worship, there is lots of worship which everybody do, especially we need a priest for doing worship. And priest is really very important character in this worship. um, and uh, and I also enjoy it, and I also like to see worship, and I also like to do worship also. And my mother also helped me for doing this work.